I know we've got a couple more who will be joining us a little bit late. How are you both feeling today? Where is your energy?
Um, well, I
Like
mean, I
that, huh?
started good. I've got my spring equinox going on here.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I just went outside and grabbed some flowers.
And then it just got a
And I
little
guess I have some too.
hairy.
Yes, I see. You've got flowers too. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So I'm sure you know Ostara is the vernal equinox. This is the first day of spring. This is when we welcome fertility, new growth, rebirth, resurrection. We have lots of resurrection stories from around this time, from around the world. And we have, of course, this is the basis of Easter. And so if you've ever wondered why Easter, what does Easter have to do with eggs? And what do rabbits have to do with eggs? Well, eggs are just a symbol of fertility. They're a symbol of new growth and new life. And rabbits are a symbol of spring, just like flowers and colors and all that other wonderful stuff that we associate with spring. So, Ostara, yes, estrus, exactly. My sister was like,
Mhm,
estrus.
mhm.
Yep, this is the time for new life to come into the world. And it's always been that. This is the New Year, celebrated in a lot of parts of the world, Persian New Year specifically. And that stands to reason because that actually makes sense, right? That
Yes,
actually makes sense. That
right.
this would be when we celebrate our new year. The Roman calendar, on the other hand, based on debt. Very specifically, this was January 1st was the day that debts from the year had to be repaid. And it was a deliberate attempt to separate people because people were used to working outside, being, in nature and being in sync with the cycles of nature. And it was really messing with the Romans because they wanted people to work all year long, not to say, oh, well, it's winter now, it's time to rest. And they were like, we need you working all year long. And so they artificially broke up the year into these months that were all about debt repayment and not about the cycles of nature. And so I have personally been trying to resync myself to the natural calendar and off of this Roman calendar. And I'm really encouraging other people through this doer cycle, to do the same thing. So the doer cycle is just really the four-part cycle that we go through in the lunar cycle, the solar cycle, and our personal creative cycle. So it's dreaming, organizing, executing, and revising. And so this is the time when we come from the dreaming into the organizing. In the spring, this is when we've been kind of, off in dreamland thinking about all the possibilities, what could be. And now is when we start to take some action. Today is the first day of Aries season. Aries is a fire energy. Yeah, Donna's like, woo,
Go Aries.
go Aries. Absolutely. This is a real confident, action-oriented energy. And so we have the wind, the cosmic wind at our back right now to take some real action and make some things happen for ourselves. All of those things that we've been like, all those seeds that we've been planting, right? We're starting to see the little sprouts pop up right now. The moon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is an energy that is very playful and experimental. It's all about trying new things. And that moon is coming into the third quarter. On Saturday, it is the third quarter moon, and it'll be in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is another get shit done energy. So The third quarter moon is really about revising. And so this is perfect because we're coming into this time of rebirth, right? We've looked at what's not working. We know what's not working, right? We've gotten very, very clear as a society on what is not working for us. Did someone raise their hand?
You.
That's really weird. I certainly did too. Hilarious.
You raise your hand.
All right, I'm going to move my cursor away so it doesn't keep doing that. So we have this is really interesting too. So the moon it's been in this cycle lately where it's ruled by itself. Let me explain. So we have this moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is currently retrograde in the sign of Aries. A lot of things are in Aries right now. Venus, Mercury. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is in the sign of Cancer right now, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the moon is in this self-perpetuating cycle right now. This reminds us that all of the energy that we think is ruled by something else is not. We are always in charge, whether we like to be or not. We control entirely our own energy, and that is the one and only thing that we control in this realm. So this is a little reminder that we are always sovereign, and especially in the sign of Aries. Aries is an authority energy. We are stepping into our personal authority. We are the authors of our own story. So here we come into this energy. Vesta, which rules our spark. Vesta is like the little, that spark of something new. Again, we're all about newness, right? The new spark. Vesta is going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio on Friday. That means that spark of newness is getting turned inward. So we have this opportunity to really examine what is sparking me, what lights me up, and to let go of all the things that we thought maybe woulda, coulda, shoulda lit us up, but they didn't. It didn't work out. And now we are releasing. We are in the midst of eclipse season. We had a lunar eclipse, and now we're going to have a solar eclipse. And in the middle of those eclipses, we're in this portal of being able to release things instantaneously. Anything that's not for us, we can just go bing, bye-bye, straight to the void with you. Not for me. And we have this opportunity to pull things out of the void and into our reality that don't yet exist in this reality. And so it's a prime time for manifestation right now, and clarifying for ourselves, what do we want to manifest? What are our core desired feelings? What do we want to feel, experience, and share more of? A couple other things coming up. So on Sunday, the 23rd, the sun is conjunct Venus, which again is retrograde in the sign of Aries. And on the 24th, the sun is conjunct Mercury, which is also in the sign of Aries. So we've got all this retrograde Aries energy, and Aries is not a sign that's very comfortable with retrograde. Aries is a forward moving sign. It's all about like, I know what I want and I want to go for it. It's the manifester, right, of the of astrology, of the zodiac. And so it just wants to go for it. And so it gets very frustrated with retrograde energy. But retrograde energy is great in the sign of Aries for sparking creativity. So this is a time when you might find that the muses are like all up in your grill, trying to give you all kinds of messages and spark you in lots of different new, unexpected ways. Don't be surprised if you suddenly get a hankering to draw, if that's not normally your thing, or to write, or to cook, or anything that is just speaking to you suddenly. Try it. Just try it. No questioning, just go for it. All right. We also have coming up one more thing I want to mention before we dive into our guided meditation for today. So the outer planets, all of the outer planets are moving this year, which is kind of crazy. Normally the outer planets move on very different schedules because they have longer cycles. The Neptune cycle is a 14-year cycle. And guess what? It's moving into Aries on the 30th. And Neptune in Aries is a really crazy thing. The last time that Neptune moved from watery Pisces into fiery Aries, it was on April 12th, 1861. Any history buffs out there know what that means? Know what happened on that exact day?
God, revolutionary type things.
The Civil War started.
Civil War,
Oh,
The American
revolution.
okay.
Civil War started on
French
April 12th,
Revolution. Yeah.
1861, to the day.
April 12th.
And we've got Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius as well. Pluto just moved into Aquarius for the first time since the revolution. So we got revolution, we got Civil War, we got a lot of this revolutionary energy happening right now. For better and for worse, right? Like war is hell, but also revolution is necessary. Things need to change. Things cannot keep going in the direction that they are going. That is unsustainable and it is unjust and it is messed up. So things need to change. But revolution has to start from within, right? It has to start from within. And we have to set the intention of what we want to revolutionize and what we think the system should be and how it should work and how it will work for us in the future. So we are creating the new earth here, my friends. And that is why this Ostara is a very special Ostara, because Ostara is that rebirth energy. It is our opportunity to say, hey, this is what I am birthing into the world. This is what I am bringing. And this is what I am going to commit to providing for and protecting. So we're setting our intention of what this new world is going to be. And then we are daily doing our practice to water and give sunlight to that little sprout. And so we're going to do a little guided meditation this morning to help us to visualize what we are doing metaphorically. So I would love for you to get into a comfortable position, whatever that means for you. You can turn off your camera if you prefer. In fact, I'm going to turn mine off too, so I'm not distracting you. I'm just going to get into a comfy position. And I would love for you to take some nice deep breaths. And as you breathe in, envision colored light coming into your body and just notice what color it is. So here we go. I got kind of a blueberry violet purple in that one. Let's see what we get next time. Here we go. Beautiful. And one more time. Excellent. If your eyes aren't closed yet, I would love for you to just either take a soft focus or close those eyes and envision that you are in the woods on a winter's day. There's snow on the ground and it's very, very quiet. We're in that hushed, quiet space. And you look down at the ground as you walk with your boots crunching against the snow. You're warm inside your clothing. You're cozy, you're comfy. But as you walk, you notice that the snow, little by little, is starting to melt, starting to recede. As you make your way through the woods, little by little, You start to hear sounds like birds, the sounds of spring coming. And you notice that as the snow is melting away, you start to see sprouts popping up, little green sprouts. And you come to a place where you see a fern, a little fern sprout. It hasn't yet unfurled, so it's all coiled up, nice and tight. And you decide you're going to take this little sprout to your greenhouse. So you reach down into the soil on either side of that tiny little sprout, and you can feel the warmth of the earth as you reach your fingers in, and it's rich earth. This earth has been fertilized with the compost of what has come to pass. All that is passed through and passed away, all the leaves, all the old flowers, everything has made this earth so rich and dark. And so you pick it up into your hands, scoop it up, and you have this little mound of dirt, and on top of it is that little sprout of a fern. And you continue walking, and you can see a break in the trees ahead, and it's so bright. It's so bright and beautiful. This sunlight is pouring in, and you can start to feel the warmth of it warming you up as you walk out into this meadow that is just alive with spring. There are wildflowers everywhere, boom, 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 all around you. And the grass is growing higher even as you walk through it, so that it's ankle high now, and then it's up to your calves. And now it's up to your knee. And you come to a greenhouse. And this is your greenhouse. And you walk inside, and it's full of your favorite plants, your favorite flowers, fruits, vegetables. Everything that you love is growing here in this greenhouse. And you take this little sprout and you put it into a clay pot that seems to have just been waiting there for you. It's already full of potting soil, and you just very gently place this sprout into it and tamp it down. And you tell this little sprout, I am here to help you thrive. I commit to caring for you. I will provide for you. I will protect you. I will speak to you. I will encourage you. I will empower you. I will sing to you every day. And I'm going to sing a little song to this little sprout. You can, whatever, whatever comes up for you, feel free to say or sing to your own sprout. To this harbinger of spring, every day I'll come and sing. A seed becomes a sprout. Love grows from the inside out. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, come on back, join me here. Now we're going to take a moment, grab a notebook and a pen. We are going to write down everything that we intend to feel, experience, and share more of in this new era. All the intentions that we're going to put into this little sprout that will grow and grow in this new era. I'll give you, let's say, 6 minutes to do that. All right, we've got about 1 more minute. Let's wrap up if we can, and then come on back to share. All right. Who would like to be brave and come off of mute and share one thing on their list? Go ahead, Eva.
Okay, so I will share the one word that was a surprise to me, and that's kinship.
Ooh. Oh, I love that one. What does kinship mean to you?
It means my relationship to everything that is. And
Gorgeous.
I know I already have it, but it's just a good reminder.
Absolutely
And it's something that I would not have thought of for this list, but it really underpins everything else.
gorgeous. Thank you. I'll share one. So, creative flow, creating for the sake of creating with no judgment, expectation, or fear. Frankie or Donna, you want to share one?
Um, freedom to share my magic.
Hmm. Freedom to share my magic. I love that. I've got a similar one here, which is the opportunity to give my authentic gifts and have them received with appreciation.
Mm.
Sharing our magic in kinship. I love it. Donna, what you got?
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of things on here, and a lot of it was about creativity. I had like
Mhm.
writing and crafting, and I'm learning Italian. So I have, and while I
Molto
was doing
bene.
this, I just want to say I totally agree. And I know we already had this conversation that this feels like the beginning of the year. I'm like, this feels like my New Year's resolution
Yes,
list,
yes,
as
yes,
it should be at this
as it
time
should
of
be.
year, which it feels very doable and very excited instead of like, oh God, do I have to do all this stuff?
Yeah, part of the issue with New Year's resolutions is that they're shoulds, right? We give ourselves this should, and then we should all over ourselves, where it's like, oh, I should want this, I should be doing this. Um, these are not shoulds. These are not shoulds. This is aligning with that light that, what lights us up from the inside and just refocusing again and again. Ah, this is what I want to feel. This is what I want to experience. This is what I want to share with the people around me. It makes it so easeful and yummy to align with these intentions, right? Because it feels good. It feels the way we want to feel. All right. Next, my dears, what we're going to do is a little ritual which I have prepared for us. If you don't have them yet, I would love for you to, if you have in your pantry, in your kitchen, some seeds. And it doesn't even matter what kind of seeds they are. They could be sesame seeds from a little packet that you got at a Chinese restaurant. It doesn't matter. I have some poppy seeds here, but these are our symbols of rebirth, new life, new growth, right? So we're going to put our intentions into these seeds. We're going to go, I'm wait for Donna to get back. Okay. Hello, Donna. Excellent. What kind of seeds do you have there?
I plant these every year on the equinox. It's cat grass.
Kitty grass. Yay. I love it. I love it.
So yeah, and it looks so springy. And I put like the
Yes.
little Easter eggs when it comes up, and then I just give it to the cat.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Yes. Seeds that you're actually going to plant and grow are ideal. I'm just going to toss these outside and see what happens. But so we're going to take a moment. We're going to I'm going to put us, we'll go back onto mute and we're going to take a moment and read out loud all of those intentions that we just wrote down, all the things we want to feel and experience more of. And we're going to put them into these seeds. And then we'll come back. We're going to say some magic words to our seeds, and then we will go and toss them outside. So let's take a moment and read our intentions and feel. That's the other thing. Feel each one as you say it. So if you're talking about joy, feel a little bit of joy, feel some freedom. Here we go. All right. You can feel free, of course, to continue to say nice things to your seeds for a while before you throw them outside or plant them or whatever it is that you're going to do with them. Um, I like to sing to mine as well. I find that singing is a great way to kind of short circuit the resistance talk that comes up in our heads, right? Like you can't argue with singing. It's a song. You can sing all kinds of silly stuff. I was just singing skinnamarink-y dinky dink, skinnamarink-y doo. I love you. Just get silly with it because it feels good. It feels good to be silly. Spring is a whimsical time. It's a time to bring whimsy back into our lives, time to bring magic into our lives. So take your time with that, really imbue it with all your good, happy feelings. And then whenever you are feeling it, you can take these outside and spread them or plant them like Donna's going to do for her kitty. Meow. All right, I would love for y'all to just come off of mute and share anything that you're gonna take forward with you from this today. What are you gonna walk forward with?
Um, I like the idea of short-circuiting the brain because I spend way too much time up here second guessing stuff. So I remembered that I bought this pack of seedless like wildflower things instead
Oh,
of growing grass.
Mm-hmm.
So these little balls.
Yeah. Wildflower balls. I love those. They're wonderful. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. What else are we going to take forward from Ostara moving ahead? Donna, I know you talked about this is kind of like your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's just, you know, sort of, it feels that like it is the time to put those intentions. I mean, I know they've been out there, but now it feels like they're sort of taking root. And it's the time to move forward on these things.
Yes, this is the time, again, circling all the way back to the beginning. This is the time to take action. This is our action energy. We are coming out of the rest. Rest is important. Rest is essential. We need rest. But the roots have gone down, and now it's time for those sprouts to come up. We need to start seeing this out in the world. We still have some retrogrades going on, so there's still some planting that needs to be done inward as well, some clarifying of our intentions. But anytime you see something that's like, that's for me, take action toward that thing. So if you see something that lights you up, take some action towards it. I don't want you to worry too much about the things that are not in line with your values. You will see them all over the place.
Mhm.
Don't worry about that right now. It is self-correcting. Those things are on the way out. We are experiencing an extinction burst right now. So for those who aren't familiar, an extinction burst is this energy that happens at the end of something that is no longer working, where it's fighting for its life. And so you feel like you're seeing it everywhere. And that's exactly what we're seeing with the patriarchy right now. It is in an extinction burst and it is having a temper tantrum. So you're going to see all kinds of things that are not in line with your values. Don't worry about them. They're taking care of themselves. The trash is taking itself out. Okay? Don't worry about that. Just refocus on what's the opposite. So anytime you see something that's like, I don't like that, what's the exact opposite of that? The opposite of injustice is justice. The opposite of slavery is freedom. The opposite of patriarchy is women's rights, right? Like whatever you're seeing in the world that you're not liking, what's the exact opposite of that? And take a moment to resonate with that energy, that frequency. That is our job right now, to keep refocusing on what's coming ahead. Keep refocusing away from what we don't want, back onto what we do want. We now have a list. We've got a whole list of things that we do want, right? These are the opposites of all these things that we don't want. So feel free to name it when something comes up. Name it. That's not for me. You know what's for me? growth, discovery, learning. That's for me. That's not for me. You know what's for me? Staying loyal to my joy. That's what's for me. Name it and feel it. That too is an action. Sometimes action can be a very small thing. I don't want you to feel like when I say it's time to take action that you have to like go and save the world, right? First rule of saving the world, make sure the world needs saving and wants saving, right? Like save ourselves first. Let's save ourselves first and take the little micro steps, the little tiny actions that help refocus us on the actions that we can take from where we are right now. What can I do from where I am to light myself up and the people around me? Get hyper local on this in your actions. Are there any questions on any of that? I know that was a lot. Fabulous.
Oh, it seems really right on target.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna let you all go. I know Donna has to go. Next week, we have some awesome stuff coming up. Let me just take a look real quick and give you a little sneak preview. So next week, we have Venus, which is retrograde, going back into the sign of Pisces. That is a much more comfortable energy for her than this Aries energy. So we'll talk about that next week. And we are coming up again on the new moon, which is a solar eclipse. So we're going to be prepping for that next week as well. I would love to see you all there. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.